Going on, everyone? She-Hulk is set to release August 17th, 2022 over on Disney+, and we got the first official trailer, which I will play later in this video for you, so stay tuned for that. But this trailer, it has some gems. Don't get me wrong, I really like the trailer and some of the scenes we got. We saw the Abomination returning, you got Bruce Banner, and then you got She-Hulk. But one thing that is really underwhelming, in my opinion, is the sort of CGI of the character. It just kind of seems... It doesn't really seem right to me. And maybe it's just me personally, but it almost seems like it's rather painted on. It just doesn't seem right to me. But it seems like it's going to be a pretty decent series. I'm not super excited for this. You know, you got the She-Hulk attorney at law, and it seems like she's just operating per usual as the She-Hulk. And there's all these scenes of her just embodied as the She-Hulk rather than, like, you know, her actual character. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, yeah, I understand that Bruce has now become the brains and the brawn and evolved into that, but having this She-Hulk character, you would imagine that there would just be this whirlwind, and it would be very difficult to be a lawyer. It'd be very difficult to, you know, go on dates, things like that. I don't know. And again, it's just a trailer, so we don't know how much you can actually gain from it. There's likely going to be some explanation, some tie-ins. But beyond that, another big concern I have, so She-Hulk is the cousin of Bruce Banner, and the whole story and the way that they're going about She-Hulk getting her abilities is she needed an emergency blood transfusion. Bruce Banner gives her that, and then she becomes the She-Hulk, and she gets the powers of She-Hulk, which... I don't really know how I feel about that, if I'm being honest. I would have rather seen them kind of stick to the original story or maybe, you know, go a different route rather than, you know, Bruce Banner as Hulk giving a blood transfusion, and that's the case. At least that's what the synopsis says as for how She-Hulk becomes She-Hulk, and it's kind of what they're alluding to in this trailer, right? You see them hanging out, she talks about family, and then you see Bruce trying to get Jen to unleash the Hulk, and then she does, and that kind of is what takes forward. So I imagine I assume we'll see her as this, you know, high-powered lawyer, everyday type of girl that ends up becoming the She-Hulk through a tragic accident. Whatever will develop, we'll see how that goes. But another, like, bright side is you got the Abomination is returning. We see the character in the actual trailer. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. This will likely be a coming to moment for She-Hulk. She-Hulk will likely finally give in to trying to be a hero. You hear the line where it's like, oh, you know, I'm no hero, but you could be an Avenger type thing. And so it's very likely that this will be the catalyst. You see her battling various villains. We'll dive into those in another video. It's just kind of a generic breakdown of the trailer. And then the Abomination may be the big bad. You know, he escapes, and then She-Hulk and Hulk have to kind of take it down. I could see something along those lines kind of playing out. But that being said, I'm going to throw the trailer on for you all. So here's that trailer, and then we will close this video out. And of course, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. So here's the trailer.
Hero is a trial by fire. Who's going to protect the world if not people like you?
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends. Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency. Demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
And a frustrating family.
Because we didn't ask for this, but you still got to deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing. Oh. Bruce, kind of feels like if I don't transform, I'm gonna die.
Yes, yes, yes. No, no.
I just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Can you tell us where She-Hulk is?
Jen, you're a story now.
Girl, your ass looks crazy right now. You could be an Avenger.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason. Is there anything more depressing than dating in your 30s?
Yeah, this is the best date I've had in a while.
Oh,
Should we split some fries?
Let's get those to go.
So there you have it. There is the official trailer for She-Hulk. Now, again, I kind of wish that they would go a different route just because of the way that they've set it up. And I know, like, you know, the blood transfusion, stuff like that, that is the, you know, the comic version, and that appears to be the case in this model. And to kind of expand on that is just, we've come so far removed from what they've done in the comics. I don't want to see it be like a Jean thing or like go that route. I based on what they got with Bruce Banner and Hulk, the blood transfusion thing just doesn't really add up for me based on what they have here. Like, why would they have him do that knowing that he's the Hulk and there's likely going to be complications? I mean, obviously that'll likely be a point that is explained. But overall, I have my real concerns about this series. I think it kind of seems a little silly to me personally. But these series with Marvel usually are pretty good. I haven't had any complaints. I haven't had any issues with any of the other series. But this one I don't know. It just seems kind of gimmicky. Like the way that the makeup or the CGI and stuff is for She-Hulk. I don't know. It looks weird to me personally. I wish they would have done a better job. I know they're trying to make it look true to form as possible. And but I looked at the Hulk in the Marvel films, and like that was just great to me. It popped. It made sense. I would have liked to see them kind of use that for She-Hulk. I mean, the look is very true to form. Don't get me wrong. And I believe that they're going to keep She-Hulk very true to form. And I'm looking forward to it in that sense. I think Jen is going to be a great She-Hulk. I think we're going to get to see some really quality moments throughout this. I definitely think there's going to be some gems throughout. I don't know. It looks like the story just looks kind of random. It's a trailer, I get it, but it doesn't look entertaining to me, if that makes sense. It looks kind of just like silly. It's just like this girl living her life, trying to adjust to this new thing of her being She-Hulk and trying to find that balance, which it could be a great story, but I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking or expecting something different for She-Hulk. There's so many stories that could be told with her that I really would like to see them dive into. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What is your opinion on the trailer and this upcoming series of She-Hulk? Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Do you kind of feel the same way? Like the CGI just doesn't look very good. I understand it's a series, it's not a movie, but they have done such a great job with the series, and they've really put the time, money, and effort into it. So I imagine they will for the same thing with this. I don't know. It just doesn't pop for me. Like many of the other characters and things throughout that they've used CGI on have really popped. But, that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours down in the comment section. So let me know either way. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, follow with the bell notifications. Stay up to date with all things Soups. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.